Hey everyone, so today's video is pretty special to me. Like most people, I stopped any intense training after the gyms closed last year. I probably could have trained using home exercises, but due to personal issues, I decided not to. I pretty much used the gym closing as an excuse when the truth is, I just wanted to give up. Don't get me wrong, I think I was an absolute disappointment last year. My muscle definitely atrophied over the year. I think what I'm looking for though this year is some redemption. So without further ado, let's get into the road to master calisthenics 2021 Q1 performance review. Alright, let's set some ground rules first. First, the exercise has to be challenging to me. That means I won't be going over normal pull-ups or push-ups since I have been able to do them consistently over the years. Not that I'm saying they're not challenging to others, but I need to face challenges relative to myself. 2, I have to be able to at least do 1 rep consistently for that particular exercise. This matters a lot because it would ideally push me to getting the form right so that I can master the exercise instead of having some random flukes. 3, I'll be evaluating the max time or rep within a single set so that I can compare a consistent progress across the board. Of course, there's a theoretical limit to the max rep for each exercise. Now keep in mind, I don't really care about looking muscular or fit, so my goal is really aimed at achieving pure athletic performance. Given that I'm limited to a small apartment gym, calisthenics was a perfect adjustment for my training. Although, let me be clear, a lot of the exercises that I'll be performing are relatively new to me. Anyways, let's get started. First off, weighted pull-ups. For this particular exercise, we'll be using a 40-pound weighted vest, or in other terms, a small child. Overall, I thought the form could have been a bit better and controlled with less swinging. So for form, I'll give it a B. But given the dramatic progress and form, overall I'll give it a B+. Next up, I couldn't find a name for this, so I'm just gonna call it weighted pull-ups Extreme. Now, I was originally going to ask one of my other lighter friends, but it's hard to get her to come out to play, so I decided to take a challenge with the next lightest person I know, my little sister. Yeah, close. Good try, buddy. Maybe next quarter. Given that we weren't able to do even 1 rep, I'm gonna have to give this a big fat F. Next, minimum finger push-ups. So at the moment, the minimum amount of fingers I can push up with is only 6 fingers. Overall, not bad. Didn't really meet the Q1 goal, so we'll give this a B+. Next, let's take a bit more of a challenge. One-handed push-up. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing the form entirely correct. What I do know is that the farther you spread your legs, the easier it is. So the proper challenge form requires you to spread your leg no farther than shoulder length for balancing. But Surpassing my goal was pretty good, so besides working on my form, I'll give this a B. Next up, one arm pull-ups. To be honest, I didn't even think I would be able to pull up my entire body with one arm this soon. Just listen to how surprised I was with my progress. Oh my god! Unfortunately, this isn't the proper form. I shouldn't even be spinning in the middle. This ain't a stripper pole. So even though I was able to lift my body once, the form is terrible. So I'm going to have to give this an F. Next up, perfect muscle up. What do I mean by perfect? So normally you can do muscle ups by kipping your knees and using momentum, but anyone who's trained with me know that I don't approve of kipping or use of momentum. It promotes bad habits and doesn't really develop any strength. Overall, form's pretty good, and we've made pretty good progress to master this exercise. So I'm happy to give this an A. Next up, handstand pushups. Honestly, I didn't think I'd be able to do this with a decent form this soon as well. I was barely able to hold a handstand without the wall back in January, so I'm extremely happy with the progress I made here. It's extremely hard for me to balance while pushing my body weight up and down. For some reason, though, I haven't been able to do more than 2 reps in a set. Every time I go for the third, I just end up throwing off my balance by laughing in my head. Overall, I'm pretty happy I met my goal and also managed to get a decent form without curving my back, so I'm going to give it an A. Finally, I saved the best for last. L-sit to handstand. If you can't tell, there's a bandage on my left deltoid. I actually did this right after my COVID shot when my arm was sore. Now, I considered taking a break that day, but I wasn't really taking any excuses this year. I'm actually really happy about this. Now, I was pretty certain when I started the year that I wouldn't even come close to doing anything like this until at least the end of the year or even next year. I'd never done anything like this ever in my whole life. I didn't realize I had to focus so much on control, balance, and power together at once. So for surprising even myself and surpassing a goal this early on, I'm proud to give this an A, though I'd definitely like to improve the form a little by reducing the shakiness. After all the progress I made this quarter, I'd like to give it an overall grade of B+. We made a lot of progress, even ones that really surprised even myself, but definitely didn't reach all my goals. And for that, we still have a lot of work to do. Don't get me wrong, there were definitely plenty of mistakes, failures, and disappointments along the way. But that's just part of the journey, right? I hope some of this inspires you guys. I know last year wasn't the best year for a lot of us, and I get it. But I told everyone 2021 is the year we turn things around. I just wanted to show you all that this year can be the year to the start of something truly amazing. At least for me, I think it is. It's the choice I've made for myself, and it's a choice you can make for yourself too. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. Someone previously told me that they thought I peaked last year, and to be honest, I thought they were right because I really believed it. But I can't help and feel that this is really just the beginning, and that I have a long journey ahead of me. So I hope you'll join me along the way. I have big plans for next year. I spend a lot of time filming, editing, and designing my video. So if you like my video, feel free to like, subscribe, or comment. See ya!